All right, so we gonna go into this Justin Baldoni situation. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, we about to agree to disagree because I wasn't even gonna talk about this shit, but the way this audio slid on my timeline, I was automatically uncomfortable, and I was just like, I know, Blake Lively is probably at fault here, y'all. I know it's probably all on Blake. She's a terrible person to work with. It's all lies. They all making Justin Baldoni look like, he the bad guy and he's really not. I'm okay with that, y'all. I'm so okay with that. It's Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively. They the ones that's fucked up in this scenario, right? Okay, let's play this audio.
Hey, Blake. It is 2 a.m. Hopefully this does not wake you up. Whew. Wow. There's so much I want to say to you, and I hope that we can FaceTime or see each other in person soon and get to talk more. But I'm just going to send you a few thoughts, and hopefully it's not going to be more than a few minutes. But that I don't have the best track record. I don't think either one of us have the best track record for voice memos. I want to start with an apology. Man, reading the second part of your message, my heart sank, and I'm really sorry. I for sure fell short, and you worked really hard on that, and the way you framed it, and how that made you feel. I just want to say thank you for sharing that with me. That takes a lot of trust and vulnerability, and I feel really grateful that you feel safe enough to tell me that that's how you feel and share that with me. And I'm really sorry. I f***ed up. That is a fail on my part. One thing you should know about me is I will admit and apologize when I fail. I am far from perfect. I'm a very flawed man, as my wife will attest. And and I'm going to f*** up. I'm going to say the wrong thing. I'm going to put my foot in my mouth. I'm going to piss you off, probably, but I will always apologize and find my way back to center. That is one thing I can assure you of. And I'm sorry I made you feel that way. That must have felt terrible. And I will for sure do better. That was not my best weekend, and I should have given it more time. And damn right, you got great friends if that's how you felt and they knew that. And we should all have friends like that, aside from the fact that they're two of the most creative people on the planet. The three of you guys together, it's unbelievable. Talk about energy, just to force all three of you. But I just wanted you to know that I didn't need that, because it's really good, and it's going to make the movie sing, like you said, and I'm excited to go through the whole movie with you. I'm just excited to spend time with you. I'm excited to be in your sphere and your presence, and for us to share creative juices together, although that sounds terrible. I think you and I have been trying to build a relationship, which I think we've done successfully. I mean, here we are talking like this, me and my phone at 2 a.m, but largely via text and voice note. And I will be honest with you, that is not my biggest strength. I love being with people and being in somebody's space and being face to face. And I feel like that's where I excel. And definitely fallen short at times in our text and voice note exchanges, because there's so much to communicate and there's so much happening. And all that to say, I'm just really looking forward to spending time together. And I think that's going to really go a long way for our chemistry, which I believe is there, has been there from the start. So I was so damn excited when you wanted to do this film. I felt it in the room when we met. And I think it does come from the both of us being so fucking hardworking and having a vision and not settling. And I'm excited to have a creative partner in that with you. And it's just really exciting. There's so much more to say. There's so much I want to say. And there's one thing that I do need to say, which is I am so sorry you have been through what you've been through with these other filmmakers and producers or whoever the people were that you worked with. It just pissed me off. Those that I'm just still kind of blown away that this is the industry that we're in and that you've experienced that as a woman. And I know I don't need to say it, but that's not at all going to be or will be. Hopefully it's not been the experience with me. There's nothing more exciting to me like that I get to work with Blake Lively and have her, all of her. I mean, that's what I want. And so there's been no hesitancy with me sending you the final draft file. I am totally fine with that. The only reason I didn't send it today was because I was trying to implement and add your notes into my working draft, which is already like, I'm all over that draft right now. So there's a whole bunch of new stars that are going to be collated pages. And I just haven't had a chance to send it to you, but there's no hesitancy. I'm happy to send it to you. And I'm sorry that has happened to you before. And I hope after this experience, there will be a new, I don't know, I hope it'll be healing in some way. That's all I want. I want this movie to be healing. I want this movie to be commercial, just like you, and affect people and touch people. And I want to walk you through my whole plan and the work that we're doing with the domestic violence partner that we found no more, and just my vision. And I just know that this can be really, really special, and it's going to be special. And you're the secret sauce, and we're the secret sauce. And anyways, I have so much more to say. I'm going to stop rambling because Jesus Christ, it's been 6 minutes and 30 seconds. So me. I'm sorry. You probably have kids all over you and a baby on your boob, and you're listening to me ramble at 2 a.m. I hope you're feeling better. And give Ryan my love. Thank you for for sending me that. It means the world to me that you trust me with your feelings and your thoughts like that. And I can't wait to spend more time with you. Okay, I'm done cutting myself off. Good night.
Okay. So here's the thing. I saw this that somebody said that she sent a text at 1:50. He literally, I don't know if that's true or not, because I have not seen it posted anywhere. And I'm not even going to argue with it because I don't feel like it's out of the norm for people who act to keep different hours. People are on set sometimes 15, 16 hours. They don't get offset until 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Like, so I feel like actors and people in entertainment don't hold regular hours. So it's not even wild to me that he's responding to her at 2 a.m. It was how he sounded. It was how he sounded, the way he was in his vocal fry, the wordage that he used at certain moments, like even talking about have a baby with their, with a boob, a baby on your boob, like it's creepy, y'all. I'm sorry, but and that's why I meant when I first started listening to it. When I first started listening to it, I felt uncomfortable. Like as soon as I didn't even know what I was listening to. I was scrolling on Instagram and it just started playing and I didn't know what I was like, which post I was listening to at first. But as soon as I started hearing it, I was like, what the fuck is this? Like I thought it was somebody like about to go into phone sex or something. Like it the tone and the way he's in his vocal fry, certain words that he uses, how long he's talking. But even then, y'all, I know people are saying she was a bitch and she took over the movie. This is him literally saying that whatever her idea was, it was a good idea. And I don't know whether this was meant to placate her. And then that would mean that this 7-minute long message that he sent was disingenuous, because he was just trying to placate her so that he could make her do what he wanted her to do in the movie. So that's why I'm like, nah. That and this is another thing I've noticed about Justin. Justin doesn't have a lot of self-awareness as far as I'm concerned. Like, as far as, I'm sorry, y'all, but to me, I feel like he releases shit that sometimes doesn't necessarily make him look good. He released this sound, y'all. He released this voice message. And like, she didn't release it, he did. And to me, this did not make him seem less creepy. Creative juices did it for me with the giggle. Like, what the fuck? Like, I felt uncomfortable, y'all. And if I was like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all. If a man who I'm working with is in a voice message like this talking to me like that, that would probably make me feel slightly uncomfortable, y'all. And I know we are still very much in a space of feeling like Blake is a bitch. Blake is hard to work with. Blind items on Blake. She's probably being controlled and abused by Ryan Reynolds, and he made her file the lawsuit. That's all well and good, y'all. That's all well and good. But I'm going to just tell y'all, I know people like to think about this situation similar to the Martin and Gina situation, where they feel like Dwayne Martin made Tisha Campbell file that lawsuit against Martin in order to, make him feel better. And I'm just like, yeah, I don't like, if anybody is being real about how Martin was back then, he was unhinged. And I think that she just probably got a lot of it because she was the person that he was in the relationship with on the show. He might have been sweet on her in real life. And how if a nigga is high off that, white girl, and, because he did say, didn't he say, he, he laced the weed or whatever? So, Martin was out there doing whatever he was doing. I imagine that at times that affected how he handled people. And I think that's why everybody has been able to like go on in life and be like, okay, all is forgiven. We'll move past it, because Martin was really like going through some shit back then, meaning he was on drugs. He was addicted to drugs, allegedly. I don't know, but that is what I, am feeling like people usually are hinting at. And I mean, he had a whole comedy special about that. Oh, wait. And how he was running down the street, in a hot ass garbage bag, trying to lose weight for a role. Yeah, I don't, yeah, so he never said that he got some of that ooh wee. Because to me, I felt like that was laced weed. That's what that sounded like to me. That didn't sound like regular weed. That sounded like lace weed. I don't know any weed that would have somebody tripping out like that and running down the street. like in sweating. Like, I'm sorry. Like, and then he was like, wasn't he out there naked with a gun? If I remember correctly. The ooh wee sounds like a mixture. Okay. Either way, I still feel like that situation, um, you know, he had other signs of showcasing that he wasn't okay at the moment. So I think for us to automatically assume that, oh, it's not what Tisha said it was at the time, it was really her husband that was forcing her to do that because he was jealous. And then for y'all to apply that same mindset to this Justin Baldoni, Ryan Reynolds, Blake Lively situation. And I'm like, yeah, that's a possibility. Please don't get me wrong. But there are certain things about Justin Baldoni that still have me looking at him like, I don't know. I don't know because that phone message that man sent to that lady creeped me out as soon as I heard him breathing into the phone. It was like a moment, and I sped it up for y'all. I sped it up. But when you play it regular, the amount of time that he was hi, like just mm-mm. I think I read that one. Eases, thank you so much for becoming a member, love. Tiana, thank you for the super chat. He's responding to her 10-page text, basically threatening him with the power of her husband and her bestie Taylor Swift, trying to force him to change his script for her script because people don't take her seriously. Yeah, I understand all that. I understand. Thank you for that. I understand. I got it. Like I said, he said that he was responding to her text. I got all of that. That's why I said I didn't have a problem with the timing and all of that. I didn't care that it was 2:00 in the morning and that the tone is the problem. And also, you're sending a 6-7 long message, like I said, trying to placate her because you said that she was flipping out, just like you said in a comment. But then that would also make me listen to this message as somebody that's not being sincere. I'm now listening to this message that he sent her, knowing that he's only saying this shit to placate her, and he really doesn't feel that way. You see what I'm saying? That still makes me look at him weird. That still made me look at him weird. That's all, y'all. We could agree to disagree on this. Yes, that was sped up, y'all. And then if I would have sped it up more, y'all wouldn't have been able to understand what he was saying. So I had to keep it at like 1.5, y'all, because I was trying to speed that shit up to be less than 7 minutes. Okay. But yeah, no, I get that. I understand. Blake was trying to control the movie. I got it, y'all. But that voice message was creepy as fuck to me. Yes, we can agree that they're all weirdos, girl.